Hey, you're listening to episode 41 of Buffer Buddies. We're watching Bill and Ted's excellent primer. I'm Jared from UpDownLeftDie.
I'm Jenny from UpDownLeftDie.
This is John Schwartzwelder.
This is Juria.
And in silent, we have Dimple and Crease and Painting All Night.
Yeah, all right. We hit play. There's no
Painting All Night After Dark.
Whoa.
Who's the gassy boy?
How much
Who's the gassy boy of this episode?
No, but more importantly, how much does that cost per hour or per minute?
What?
Painting all night.
Are you into that sort of thing? Oh, no. I thought the gas.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Wait, was that you?
Costs however much you want it. No, who's the gassy boy? It must have been someone who...
It's Jared.
I don't know. Yeah, it must have been dirty, gassy Jared.
What's your guys' snacks tonight?
Yeah, guys. Wait, why does this look like a SpongeBob intro?
Because it's from 80s. Like the 80s, yeah.
But SpongeBob wasn't from the 80s.
But SpongeBob is mocking the 80s.
Hey, that looks like a butthole.
A very sharp one. A robot butthole.
A robot.
That's like the thing.
A robot hole.
A robot dim butthole.
You know that bag?
Oh, I mean, and come on, like that has to be a butthole because that's got to be a piece of shit.
No, it's like those bags you use for decorating cake with frosting. The little tip.
The piping
buttholes.
Yeah, the piping bag.
Tiffany, I mean,
what
Julia,
are
I can't let you make a chocolate cake, and use a piping bag.
That are also a carbohydrate.
I want to make cookies.
I have Nature Box sweet potato jalapeno tortilla chips that we ate on the stream and had left over, so I'm going to eat them.
You can't see it on the camera.
Oh, where's my camera? Oh,
but neither can the people listening.
Well, at least they'll know we're watching. You know,
they can take solace
Chris likes
in
the music.
that.
I do too, Chris. I like the music as well.
I don't. I hate the music.
It's so soulful, though.
80s the whole time. I'm going to ask you to... Was this... No, this wasn't 80s. It was 90s, though, wasn't it?
Early 90s, if anything.
I think.
Yeah. I think it's 80. It's 89 because there was a sequel in 91. I think there's a sequel, which I didn't know. We should be watching the sequel.
Yeah, you're right. It's 89.
We should watch the sequel first.
Why? That's weird.
We're
also buffer buddies,
and that's how we're about to like Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 is pretty high up on the list, so we're probably about to watch that before we watch the first one.
Who's voting for that?
Me? Who's not voting for that is a question.
Sure, let me make a bunch of stock accounts and I'll just vote whatever I want.
You can. No one's gonna stop you. It's gonna make it look active at least.
Right?
Yeah.
Real quick, I would like to share what I'm snacking on.
What are you snacking on?
So thanks for asking, Tiffany. I'm snacking on. Thanks, daughter. So I'm snacking on something that's very delicious. It's
Is it crunchy?
Is it? Can I guess?
You can guess.
Welcome to a new segment of this podcast. It's called Julia's Snacks.
Not to be mistaken with Julia's junk. That's what happens after the snacks are consumed.
You eat junk.
The eat comes the junk. What? I'm gonna guess that you are eating a carbohydrate of some sort.
But that was already what.
I think you're eating an original Lay's potato chip, which is also a carbohydrate, which is crushed onto fresh celery that you bought at 11 a.m.
You know, that could possibly be what I'm eating, but I'm actually snacking on grapes that have been pressed, and they've been juiced, and they've been fermented, and that's my snack. So,
very nice.
Cheers to you guys.
Cheers to the weekend, am I right?
Those squashed by someone's feet?
Squashed, yes.
Squash.
It was squash. Bringing back squash.
Bring back that squash.
Ooh, this is a good audio.
Squash. Squash.
Squash.
So I'm reading the plot.
The plot to what?
Oh God, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to watch this movie for.
Why is that
good?
Because I mean, come on. But look at Keanu that right there.
So young.
That right there.
Wow, this is before they killed his dog.
Like, I'm going to start talking like this, you guys. It's bringing me back to my Californian vibes.
Excellent.
Yeah. How old is he in this? Like 23?
Yeah, don't even like. You know what we should watch?
He's the same age as he is like now. He looks exactly the same. He just has a beard now.
Hair.
Yeah, he just has a beard.
Shakespeare. What was the one that movie? Oh God, it was after this. Before
Does anyone
Matrix.
watch? Oh shoot! Oh my gosh! I can't remember the name now. The Expanse.
No.
Tiffany, you won the second season when we did the Room Escape at Comic-Con.
But I don't have the first season.
We just watch the second season, just like who could watch it out of order.
That's a good show.
Okay,
that's like Paul Blart Mall Cop too.
So kind of quote main character guy. I always call him Budget Keanu Reeves because he acts exactly like Keanu Reeves does, and he kind of looks like him too. I'll post a picture for you guys in chat. But if you guys don't know,
he was in the Tiffany probably watched the movie The Covenant because he was in that movie, and I feel like that's a Tiffany movie if I've ever seen one.
Who?
The Covenant. No, not Keanu Reeves. The main guy.
Budget Keanu Reeves.
Hold on, I wouldn't call him Budget Keanu Reeves, but yeah, that guy.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that either. Let me find a picture of him for Tiffany.
Looks like a movie that I would have watched, but it does not ring a bell.
It's totally a movie you would have watched. But yeah, Stephen Strait is in it, and that's the one who, and so is Sebastian Stan.
Stephen Strait is the Budget Keanu Reeves I'm talking about.
It's basically if the CW made a movie on guys who have like dark magical abilities.
Yeah.
So it's
Tiffany,
basically...
you'd be
The Covenant is such trash.
It is not. Stop it. Tiffany would love it.
I know Penny All Night loves it, but that movie's such trash. It makes no sense.
But I don't think your budget Keanu Reeves looks like Keanu Reeves at all.
Yeah.
It's less about his looks and more about how he acts on that show.
Yeah, on the show is a very...
Yeah, I would say...
He acts like darker than the character is supposed to be. Like, the character is supposed to actually be like, not naive, but he's the opposite... Like, because what's his face is his character foil on The Expanse, the detective, who's basically jaded and lost all hope in humanity. And so Holden's character is supposed to be like the romantic, the one who thinks that all people are still good. So he plays it still very like
monotone though. He's like, okay, thanks for saving me. I almost died. It's like he's like so like nothing affects him. It's great.
Julia,
what?
I just put a movie into suggestion into Reddit. I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna snip it first.
Okay, snip it like a
save
like
as.
You know what?
Like a rabbi.
I'm going to tag.
I was just gonna say that, but I was like, Jared's gonna be like, "Ew, Julia, don't." But then you said it for me. Thank you.
Julia, don't. Julia, stop.
And then I'm gonna open it, and then I'm gonna find the link or find the picture, the file picture. The PNG.
I'm sorry. Are you still talking? Holy shit!
And then I'm gonna
mom's pretty hot.
Send that to you, and then I'm gonna...
No. I was just thinking about how much I hated this movie.
What is it now for the listeners?
I cannot, because that brings back so many memories that don't involve watching the movie, but involve what happened before watching the movie, including reading the book and who we read the book with.
Yeah.
And the Comic-Con, and then...
Man, you have so much bundled to this one movie.
I'm done.
You have like a million things tied to it.
Yeah, and you should be aware of them because you.
I am. It's just funny that it's like all linked to.
Yes, my pain in the past.
This is a cornerstone to it, though. It's so like pivotal.
Why do people back like a decade in the past all sound the same?
What?
Everyone sounds the same. Back then.
Go on.
Like... In what way?
Like, if I didn't watch this movie, but I listened to it, I'd be like, hey, was that movie from time period?
I mean, I feel like it doesn't help when they're all like, excellent. This doesn't seem John Hughes to me. Is this John Hughes?
It's like John Hughes light.
Nah.
Well, John Hughes.
Is there cocaine in this movie?
Not yet.
But is there?
Adorable.
No.
Okay, then it's not John Hughes.
No, but there wasn't cocaine in like Ferris Bueller or anything like that.
There wasn't Pretty in Pink.
Well, that's different.
No, it's not different. Well, I mean, it's a different movie, but it's still John Hughes.
I think a lot of it has to do with like the audio quality too, because they all have this like weird like.
It's analog, bro.
Is that what that is?
A little bit.
Like if sound were a food, it'd be like digital. Oatmeal.
What?
Huh?
I don't know. I don't understand anything.
The phone booth?
Oh my god, wait, was this Doctor Who the whole time?
What did I do?
You partied on, dude.
You called audio oatmeal.
Yeah,
it's also because this movie wasn't like digitally captured. It's on film, so that might affect the.
And it sounds like oatmeal.
Yeah,
like it sounds like it would taste like oatmeal.
Why would it say?
Not with that. Let's leave that out of it.
Taste like fiber.
Like
Optics.
Just like it's like chunky in some bits, but then like a little bit gritty in others. But it's like it's not bad and it goes down fine.
Except if there's a lot of peanut butter and banana in it.
Oh, I never tried putting peanut butter and banana in oatmeal.
Really? Well, I put peanut butter in my oatmeal quite often.
To make it thick?
Protein.
Mm-hmm.
To up the protein and give flavor if you're just using non-flavored, just straight up oatmeal.
I like blueberries. Stop. Lo verde and bit now.
I'm sorry, were you speaking Vietnamese?
What?
There's a puffer fish in the background.
Is that my mom?
That's you.
Oh, that's me. I tried to make my hair more 80s for the listeners because I know you guys can.
She's serving peanut butter banana.
There. How's
Wait.
that?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Thanks.
Who's this guy?
The father?
Oh. What is happening?
So, like, that girl's like a year older than them.
Here, I found it.
Oh, is that a stepmom?
Dad's doing pretty good.
Yeah. It's kind of gross.
Yeah, it is. So I'm wondering, like, how did his dad like marry like?
I love how they don't explain like that at all.
Because
like,
the 80s.
Is he rich or something?
Were real.
I don't think so.
He's just got game.
He got game.
Now your dad's going for it.
It's geek chic, you know?
Yeah. Oh man, I hate this movie.
She is. Shut up!
Are we gonna start talking like that? Should we
Shut
just do
up.
start podcast?
We should.
What do you mean start? Don't we all talk like that? We're from California.
Yeah.
Are we all from, like born and
Shut,
raised?
dude.
That's like legitimately how people think we talk like. Okay, that's turning into something else. Don't know. Don't
Just
worry
a
about
Valley
it.
girl. It's a bit
Like,
too
we need to get, like,
specific.
some avocado.
Whatever.
Whatever.
I like how people in California always
Is that
like
Betty White?
argue about their avocados because y'all don't got none.
Wait, what?
What's wrong with our avocados? Who's saying?
Are you coming for our avocados? Sit the
No,
fuck
okay.
down if you're coming for our avocados. You better learn. You better learn, child.
Alex,
No, I'm saying everyone brags about the avocados in California because that's where they come from.
They don't
but
have
no
happy
one else
cows
can get 'em.
come from avocados.
Okay, I was gonna say, you better watch out.
You better not cry.
I've got a friend who has
Avocados,
avocado
go
shoot in
out
his
of here if you're
backyard,
gonna be talking
and he
that.
says like he like shoots them with his like paintball gun and stuff because he hates them. I'm like, wow.
That's dumb.
That's
very
disgraceful.
wasteful.
I think that is the equivalent of shooting the queen's swans, and I think that they could go to prison for that.
Right?
But that's
Like, who
also
does that?
like there are starving people.
Mm-hmm.
There are starving orphans in Africa by the name of Carla who need the avocados in order to sustain themselves for life.
South Africa, specifically.
South Africa,
right?
yeah. Well, I mean, Africa is the continent, so just like there's starving
but
children
we
in
wanna,
Asia.
it's a very big continent.
It is. It's a very big continent.
We don't say West North America. Super West North America.
Super West.
Avocado
Super
came
West.
from the Super West North
That's
America.
because California is not a country.
It could be.
South Africa isn't. Oh,
but South Africa is a country.
Yeah. Wait. What's the question?
Cape Town. Cape Town. Let's talk about flower capes, you guys. I feel like we've never talked about this, and I want to address this.
Where
a flower cape would be a deja vu, more like deja. Who are you? Get out of here. Am I right?
Hey, can we talk about Michael B. Jordan?
Can we not stop talking about Michael B. Jordan? Because I think that's a condition that you have, and I think you need a dose of some hunky photos of Michael B. Jordan.
I'm like
so last week though.
But I'm like low.
It was so last week. Like, you guys, these are things that were an issue last week, not like an hour ago. I know the Buffer Buddies listeners might be listening to these back to back, and so for them it might feel like it's only been a span of a few minutes. But
I guess it depends on how they listen to it. If they're listening week by week, then it's a full week gone by.
Let's edit that out.
Okay.
I feel like.
Let me continue my thing though.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
I feel like a lot of people at post Black Panther are gonna be all aboard the MBJ train. But like, I just want to point out that like I loved him in.
Yeah, don't worry. We can go back to the Fantastic Four episode and talk about how she loved Michael B. Jordan before that. Yeah, he basically is. You know, I guess anytime they make a Fantastic Four movie, there's going to be the new Chris Evans of things. So
you know what? That is very
history repeats itself,
especially during Black History.
Especially since he played the same character.
Especially since he's just fine.
Yep.
He gets punched a lot in Creed, and
no wonder why you like it.
A lot in Black Panther.
Spoilers, girl!
Everyone's getting stabbed in Marvel movies.
Sit down.
I'm sitting.
I've got a question for you guys.
All
right, Michael B. Jordan versus John Boyega.
Michael B. Jordan. John Boyega's a boy. I love him a lot. Boy. But he's also he's like
Boyega.
Yeah.
Like John Boyega isn't someone that I would be like trying to sexualize. Like it's like he's like my baby brother. Like
he's cute. He's like boyfriend material, but then
he's adorable.
But Michael B. Jordan's like, ugh, Michael B. Jordan. Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan. The B in his name stands for bone. Like Michael Bone Jordan. Just saying. Where's Dimples when I need Dimps to be?
The sunglasses.
No, but see, John Boyega, like he's a boy with an egg on his face.
What if it was like Michael? What if it was John Manega?
John Manega?
Yeah.
Do you suffer from Manega? Don't worry, because we have a pill for that.
Oh no, sounds so weird.
Tiffany, if you ever meet him, you should be like, you should call him that.
Please don't.
No, I don't know what I would do. I think I'd freak out. Because like Michael B. Jordan, I like John Boyega from his first film, Attack the Block. And that's my favorite movie, and that's where I got my username.
Captain Tiffany?
No, Special Brewist is from.
But that's not because of him. That's because
he has the crooked eyes.
Popo are everywhere.
So I heard Napoleon wasn't that short. He was like normal height.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
But everyone else were just fucking Vikings.
Yeah, were they just super tall?
Oh no!
Yeah, but Napoleon's like a jerk in this movie, though.
Huh?
Napoleon's like a real jerk in this movie.
I mean,
was he not a jerk IRL?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Like, that's like if they go back in time and meet Christopher Columbus. Wow, he's a real douchebag. Like,
Can we go anywhere we want at any time? Gentlemen, you can do anything you want.
I like how Keanu Reeves is famous after this movie, but the other guy, he's like, no name.
Got it?
Well, that's because he wasn't Neo.
He was Keanu to the acting business.
Keanu Reeves, because of this movie, almost got screencast or typecast for this role only, and then he like lucked out because people were like, he can't do anything else. You know, they didn't give him the time of day because he was just a joke for like this kind of actor. But then he's like, nah, I'll still slightly Ben Affleck my way through a Matrix.
See, today that would be a cell phone.
Most unusual day.
Most unusual day.
Because, you know, they didn't have cell phones
Yeah,
back then.
that's what I was kind of like looking at, like this using a telephone booth as a time traveling thing doesn't work, because if they go into like 2018, people will be like, what is this? What? It's super obvious. It kind of backfires. Like,
but I feel like a DeLorean going back into like the 60s or 70s wouldn't have been a thing either.
That's why he had to hide it in the bushes when he did that.
Maybe we can go back and get
They'd be like, what is this kind of European car?
Deacon.
Because back in the 60s, they had, like, the European cars were, like, way more advanced looking than the American cars.
Very famous.
Also, the DeLorean thing was stupid. This was like, they made this for like, to be like I don't even know. It doesn't make any sense, does it? None of it makes sense. Because they definitely go
It's not supposed to make sense,
It's
dude.
the 80s, you know?
It has to make sense. What is the point of movies? Why did they kidnap Napoleon?
Because he fell in while they were teleporting.
Oh. How comical.
After you tell us what you think of San Dimas.
San Dimas.
Deacon.
I heard they have a water park. That's all I know about San Dimas.
Ready, Ted? Ready, Bill? Let's go back into history.
I wish I could have sound effects that play in real life like that.
That'd be amazing.
You guys don't do that for yourselves? Like, you don't just like go to your car and you're like, as you like open the door.
but
I do that all the time.
Like automatically.
It doesn't just go on in your head like that though?
Oh. Do you smell that?
Ooh. Yikes, you guys are weird. Ooh.
You ever see like those weird, crazy vans in Japan?
What?
Is there a finish to that sentence?
Vans or bands?
No, you know those vans in Japan that have like all the body kits and like all the wings and
I
crazy stuff?
still don't know if that's bands or vans.
Like vans, like the car. Like the automobile.
Oh, not the shoe? I thought you were talking about the shoe.
Yeah, do they still have those?
That was a really abrupt segue. Wait, I'm sorry. Go again. What are we talking about? I wasn't mentally prepared for that.
Like, you know those vans that are all modified with like the body kits and the spoilers and all the...
Well, I don't want to be near a van that's going to spoil like my favorite TV show for me, so I try to stay away, you know? Yeah. Again, I live in rural, so if that's a thing that like happens in the city, I'm not going to see it. So I don't know.
So there aren't like boy racers and stuff in rural Japan?
There aren't what racers?
Like, you know, like boy racers, like they're...
like boy as in like boyega? These are terms I don't understand. That's why like half of this I'm confused because I have no idea what you're... Yeah.
That's a term.
Boy eraser is a term? I don't understand.
So when that superhero beat kicks in, you don't go on Mount Akina with your 88.6?
What the fuck is... What?
Oh, and then you put tofu water in the cup holder, and then it spins.
Yeah.
I know this reference.
Is he referencing that DeLorean anime?
No, Tokyo Drift.
Oh.
No.
I have a car that Lil Bow Wow and me have, and it's just the Hulk smash car. We put tofu water, you know, in the cup holder, and then we drift around a couple times, and we get sent back into time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Good movie.
How's it going, old West End?
What? Which one? There was like 5 movies in that one.
I mean, good anime.
Oh, I see.
But I love how he just said it's like Frontierland, Disneyland reference.
I watched the Taiwanese live action.
Oh, look, they're in Westworld.
Watch out for the horse crap, Ted. Thanks, dude. Hey, Bill, I'm totally thirsty. Too.
Totally.
Chaw.
Totally, dude. I bet you we do sound like that.
To other people, probably.
Yeah, because
like
I remember
on the East Coast.
Hey, Jared, do you know Pete with the aquaponics guy?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
He sounds like this sometimes.
Yeah, a little bit. They're a bit crazy.
I remember I was talking to someone. Oh, I was talking to like a British guy who couldn't understand me, and then this other girl from like the East Coast or something like that. Like,
do you think he was being pretentious though?
No, I think he was
like,
being like legit.
Oh, okay.
He might have been drunk actually.
Billy the Kid.
Who's he? Billy the Kid. He's famous, dude.
Well, he's not famous yet.
I need 2 men.
Good.
Who's with me?
Julia.
It wasn't me. What are you talking? It was Gassy Boy.
Oh, Gassy Boy, no.
Is that his gas releasing?
Oh no! I want a Pixar character. Like every time he farts, you just hear good. That's very good.
My goodness.
Oh, look, he's smoking.
Yay! I don't know how to.
Have a poker face like me.
He's kind of bug-eyed, you know?
Whoa, 3 aces.
But he's not derp-eyed, so then Tiffany doesn't like him.
You're cheating us, kid. Cheating? Me?
Whenever anyone like accuses me of cheating, I just cheating
That's what I do.
me and then table flip.
I do that
Every
on
time.
Monopoly.
Right? I did that in my last relationship.
I think my favorite thing is how they're just still sitting.
Because they're in Westworld, they can't be harmed.
Dude, they paid for this.
Yeah, because I was about to ask, like, how come they don't notice their clothes or say anything about it? But being Westworld makes the most sense.
Remember, in Back to the Future, they're like, what are you wearing?
Calvin Klein, is that your name?
Yeah.
There you go. I think that's the subtitle for this this episode. Bill and Ted, Westworld before Westworld.
Yeah.
Oh, let me improve that.
Remember, he's like, what's your name? Clint Eastwood. That's a gay name. Or
You didn't say
like
gay.
That. Yeah, that's true. They didn't say that.
I'm sorry, were you tooting? Was that your fart? Did you go, that's a, oh, excuse me.
Excuse
You
me.
said that ain't a cowboy name. Just like in, you know what's a really great movie and I love? Shanghai Noon.
Oh,
That's
was
a good
that
one.
on the list?
Such a good movie.
Wow.
John Wayne.
Wow.
That's a horrible cowboy name.
Wow.
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 Such a good.
Can we
Wow.
see round?
Wow.
You guys saved my life. Nothing doing, Billy the Kid.
Nothing doing.
The golden age of civilization. Where? Ancient
So how long could he be called Billy the Kid? What if he's like 80?
He's
Well, he could be part goat.
Oh. Goat.
Now, wouldn't this be affecting history?
See, you know what I'm worried about is that since they put their phone booth in between two outhouses, someone within that span of time that they weren't in there used that as an out.
Right?
Yeah, so ugh. Not excellent, dude. Oh, at my AIC Highway yesterday, so my English class that I
Yeah,
teach.
but like,
yeah.
that's like the difference in Chicago. I mean, that's what they do there too.
I like Chicago though.
With like the phone booths.
No one uses phone booths anymore though, so it can be used as a toilet. But I had to, speaking of excellent, I had to explain to my students at the English class, so not my high school students, but my retired elderly individuals, what awesome was. And so then they just like tried to use it as many times as they could in class. So like I just had a room full of elderly like grandpas and grandmas going like, awesome! And I was like, awesome! So it basically wasn't like Bill and Ted. Just we're all like, I had a awesome because I told them they had to say it like that, and it was the best ever. Like we had such a fun time.
You should teach them to speak like this in the movie, like about everything. Sure, dude. No,
Show
you
them
guys.
this movie and be like, this is what they talk like in America.
This is normal for me.
And it's still relevant.
How's it going?
This is also how they dress.
I had to slow down my English.
This came out last year.
Yeah, I had to slow down my English for when I talk to, because you have to have like a teaching way of speaking versus like, because like people won't understand me if I'm talking California fast, you know? And we're like, oh my god, yeah, so like, I was talking to like, you know how like words just kind of like mesh together for Californians? And that's what like we get made fun of a lot too by like East Coasters. So when I slow down my speech, a lot of people here think I'm Canadian. Because I guess I become Canadian. When you slow down Californians, you become Canadian.
Like Bart gets sent to like some remedial class, and there's a kid in there who's like they think I'm slow, eh? Because I'm from Canada.
You sounded Mexican.
Well, whatever. He does it better in the show.
Let's get out of here, dude.
Here you go.
You know what makes what's his face better? Bill. Mm-hmm. The fact that the actor is British.
Mm-hmm. He is?
Yep. He's from London.
Oh, dang. Yeah, huh?
Well, he does California pretty good.
Yeah.
Because it's like one of like, you know, it's a easy, if you're over exaggerating the Californian accent, it's like kind of, I feel like it would be a fun and easy one to do.
Radical.
Oh, X, I can't even talk anymore.
Whoa, what happened?
You went Texas there.
Blah.
Yeah, I feel like that might be like people just trying to do like an American accent messing up might accidentally do the Californian accent.
That's more like surfer though, because no one ever really talks like that.
Well, that's because it's just like exaggerated. Just like, you know, not everybody in Boston is like, let's get to the car. Like, don't even worry about it. Like, not everyone sound, you know, but that's
like,
just like.
I went to New York and I was so disappointed by no one having like a New York accent.
Texas too. Like Houston and like these big cities.
You gotta go to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Because like the bigger the city is, the less like.
It's gonna get mixed, right?
Yeah.
You're just gonna get diluted.
The farther out you are is when like certain slang that doesn't exist anywhere else and different dialects and stuff like that.
Yeah, because like the person I was with in New York, like I was like telling them like, oh man, I've not heard one person have like that over the top New York accent. But then like when we were talking, like the way he said like water, it was like it slipped up, and I was like, there is. Yeah, it's like water, and I was like, but that was like the only thing I heard like the whole trip.
Like Mayor Quimby.
Yeah, it was like great though, because I was like, you just said it so organically, and I just was like, you said water weird, but everything else, I was so sad that no one had like the New York accent.
I like how Mayor Quimby is technically a Kennedy accent.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait a second. Oh, never mind. Just kidding.
Mindy.
They should just steal those suits of armor because that's worth like a lot of money.
Yeah, because they're still
a couple of grand.
Fresh.
Yeah, and and if they take it back in time, but you know what? That'd be weird if you took something like you'd got in a time machine and then they carbon dated the suit of armor, and they're like, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why he got the part for Neo.
Yeah, this was
those fighting.
Yeah, this was his audition scene.
Would he be safe because he's in a metal suit?
I feel like that would. I don't know.
Well, it keeps
like you should
Iron
test
Man. Keeps Iron Man safe.
Yeah. That's the end of that.
Ted is
dead. Zed.
so suspenseful.
This is that the movie is full of suspense. It's a thriller.
Yeah.
It is. All we need now is thrillers.
Look, how did I not see him? He's like right there.
He's right there. Don't open that door. Don't open it. He's gonna.
What door?
I don't know. I'm being like in a thriller. You yell at the people to not open the door.
Bogus. Oh, that's a big word for him.
I know.
I love how they had they used bigger words back then, but then they were dumber.
Non-triumphant.
Yeah. Heathens, dude.
What if you're like some Oxford guy with like big, like a very complicated lexicon with like all your big $1 words, but you had like a surfer accent, but it totally
yeah, like you know how like people do,
but it negate all your
Shakespeare, but yeah. I think that'd be interesting to see. I want to see someone do Shakespeare, but with the surfer dude accent, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
that'd be pretty great.
That's probably the movie that Keanu Reeves did after this.
Do you know what it's called? Is it Bill and Ted's Heathenist
Shakespearean
Adventure?
debut?
Is that what it's called?
No.
Oh.
That's not what it's called.
How did he like fall out of the suit?
Yeah, how is he out of the suit?
Because like he fell and it was like a second later and he's being stabbed.
Right.
Whoa, some babes. Look, they can't believe they're boys.
How's it going, ladies?
You're the ones we saw in front of the castle.
I am Ted of San Dimas.
I can't believe this is John Wick.
As if John Wick's a real person.
So back then, like people didn't like take showers and stuff. So
they would smell amazing or weird or whatever.
You know what?
Them.
Let's be real. They probably didn't take showers either.
Oh, it was the Kenneth Branagh Much Ado About Nothing. Keanu Reeves was in that.
Much Ado About Nothing, Jon Snow.
Will you go to the prom with us in San Dimas? We will have
Much Ado About You Know Nothing, Jon Snow.
Yeah, that's what I said. It didn't.
Nope.
That's what I said.
Nope. I love how in a movie before Bill and Ted, he was in a movie and his character's name was Todd. So he's been a Todd and he's been a Ted.
He's missing Tad?
Just a little bit.
Just a tad.
I don't know. It's a guy from The Painting.
All night.
the Earl of Preston, and I am the Duke of Ted.
It doesn't work that way, though. But that's okay.
Well, at least not a noble.
Yeah. I would have said the king or something.
Iron Maiden.
That's a good band.
Execute them.
I read that they never actually used Iron Maidens. It was just a form of like whatchamacallit, just to scare the populace.
They called it the chokey, and they would put bad students.
They would do the hokey chokey.
I was going to say the chokey pokey.
I think it depends on, that's a West Coast, East Coast thing, you know? One's the chokey pokey and one's the hokey chokey.
Well, the Iron Maiden will poke you, right? The spikes inside? So that's the pokey part. So you could say the hokey pokey. But I don't know.
I believe our adventures.
No one's talking. We need to talk.
I just wanted to see how long you could say
same.
things that sound similar.
What if they just died and that was the movie? Can we have that version instead? We're done. That's the episode.
So crates came to help him.
So great.
So many crates.
And they just happened to have to leave the horses next to them with their time machine.
Yeah, why was that like there? Make sure when you execute them that all their belongings are near them.
And I like how their friends knew that they're going to get executed, so they like stole those costumes beforehand.
Didn't they tell them to stay put or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They collect more and more people through the movie. I remember now. What a weird movie.
Are they in Catalina? Because there's a lot of sheep.
I don't know, because where's the wine though?
Well, this is before. This is
I
the
drank
first.
it all.
This is the first wine mixer.
It's great because you say "whoa" to like have a horse slow down, but they're saying it because they're Californians, and they're just like "whoa." So like Socrates is like saying "whoa" to slow down the horses, but everyone else is just "whoa, dude."
And they were just like super slow horses.
Right?
Party on, dude.
But oh. This is why I think we need to watch Phone Booth.
Like, wouldn't this affect the future?
Yes.
Like, I mean, if stepping on one butterfly would affect the entire future, I'm pretty sure.
They're removing key people from history.
And like
From herstory.
And now they're creating weird stories about like people that fell out of space in their machine and disappeared in thin air.
For some reason, they showed up in the phone booth, even though we have smartphones in the 1600s. What the hell?
Is this the future?
Sure do play excellent music. Most outstanding.
Oh, God.
Was this inspired? Like, did they do a phone booth because of like Doctor Who or something?
Maybe. I mean, Doctor Who was on. I'm assuming way
like
before this,
ever,
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like Superman would go in the phone booth too. So.
Oh, I guess too, that's.
It's us.
It's probably self-aware enough that there might have been mocking Doctor Who a little bit.
Well, it's like a lot of things too.
Yeah. Or also, like, it was like current for the time.
I think just for us, because phone booths are irrelevant for us, but like phone booths for like for a lot of like spy, movies, phone booths were a secret entrance into something. And Superman used to change in a phone booth. Phone booths were like a thing.
That's the thing. I never like seen like a phone booth, even when they were like I feel like we never had phone booths in California.
Because California doesn't need a phone booth because we, just like our schools, are usually like outdoor schools. We have the pay phones, but you don't need to be like sheltered from rain or snow.
If when we want to communicate in public, we write letters in avocados.
And then throw them at people.
I was about to say, you carve your message into it and you just chuck it at their face.
Yeah.
And they're like, cool, avocado toast, thanks.
You carve it into a seed and you plant it.
And then you wait for it to grow in someone's robe, and then
each avocado has a letter has one letter of the letter, and then you put it together.
Now, is an avocado a vegetable or a fruit?
It's a fruit.
It's a scientific fruit.
Also known as the alligator pear.
Also known as just a pear in Trinidad.
Huh.
Oh,
they're not called avocados, they're just known as pears.
Huh. Wait.
Are you okay? Oh, I broke Tiffany.
Yeah, what's going on here?
What do they call? Do they know what a pear like?
Oh yeah, like, can I have a pear? And you're like, not a creamy one. I want a juicy pear, you jerk. And you're like, oh, can I have a pear for breakfast? And you're like, I'm trying to make pear toast. I can't use this. Gosh, I wish we had 2 words for avocado and pear. Or it would be, I guess, in their language, pear and pear. Also, look at these effects.
They speak English.
Hey, you guys remember that thing? Look, that thing that the kid is on, and it's a single person.
Is this Pharrell's?
Oh yeah, they're in Farrell's ice cream parlor.
Look at that kid.
No, isn't this the Black Panther soundtrack?
What could you be referencing, Julia?
I don't know. I think I was referencing. Who knows?
You eat it.
Well, look, it's that girl from 16 Candles.
No, it's not. You do have white face problems. You can't see the difference.
I want to take you to like a museum with like historical paintings, and you're like, "Hey, it's that guy from the movie." Just every single painting.
No, isn't that Molly Ringwald or something?
It's not Molly Ringwald. That's the actress's name for Pretty in Pink and for Breakfast Club, but that's not her.
Like, so he just finished that bowl, and now they're like making fun of him. Like, that's kind of mean.
I know. Well, I want to eat at this restaurant again.
Yeah.
Cha.
So I want this movie, a Doctor Who episode, and the end of Willy Wonka to all be edited.
Lily Wonka?
You could make like a YouTube poop.
Wait, did I say Lily Wonka?
I heard Lily Wonka, which is like...
Sister.
It's the reboot. It's a casted reboot.
The gender bend reboot, yeah. I like that.
Lily Wonka?
Oh, just like Ghostbusters.
Yeah, exactly. It's or like the... What is Adventure Time? The alternate version? The gender... It's like that, where it's like... Everyone that's a boy is a girl. Girl's a boy. And Willy Wonka is like this insane lady. And what is the equivalent of Charlie in for girl? Charlotte. I like Charlotte.
We'll just have Charlize Theron play Charlie.
There you go.
She's a really old Charlie.
Matter, she'll be bad. She'll be all
Yeah, can she play
badass?
Okay, so
can she play as Furiosa?
They just kidnapped the Colonel Kentucky Fried Chicken Man.
So I watched this show called Aliens vs. Aliens. Yes, it's a kids show, but it's from the makers of Doctor Who, and it was very good, as those shows can be. But who's the Gwendolyn Christie? She's the alien in it, and there's an episode where she comes down to Earth, and she blends in with the kids. But it's just Gwendolyn Christie, who's already like probably in her 30s, trying to be like a 12-year-old. And they believe her.
No. So she's like gigantic.
Yeah, exactly. She's like 9 feet tall.
It's like in Simpsons when Burns is trying to be like a kid in at the school.
Hello there, fellow kids.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's Joan of Arcadia.
Joan of Arc. Did you guys ever watch that? Oh wait, no, that's what you meant. You said the Joan of Arcadia, and I got confused and said Joan of Arc when I thought you said Joan of Arc, and I was gonna say Joan of Arcadia.
Got you.
No,
Oh my god, that tripped me up.
He flipped your bit. He did.
What if God was one of us?
I love how
she is hardcore ugly crier though, like Joan of Arcadia. Like, ugh, she cried like every episode, and it was just.
What was that even about? What is that show?
Is he recruiting people?
Joan of Arcadia?
I never watched it.
Yeah.
She could speak to God because it was because Joan of Arc.
Oh, okay. I remember a little bit about that show.
And it was like
I don't think I've ever actually seen it.
Is he recruiting people?
Yeah, he's
for, like,
kidnapping. To like.
Wasn't she like 14 or something back then?
Back then?
Like Joan of Arc or Joan of Arcadia?
Joan of Arc.
Yeah, she was like young.
She was real young.
Children are often prophets because
children are often young.
Many children come from young ages.
Unless you're like last week's movie.
Oh yeah, and last week's
movie.
Juria,
last week's
where she was born a mom.
That's like okay, fine. The only Asian character they have just can't even speak. He just grunts. I love the 80s.
I heard, what's that movie? Something Chinatown?
Oh god, Big Trouble in Little Chinatown.
Yeah, I heard that was like
That's a good movie.
surprisingly progressive. Wait, is that the one I'm thinking of?
No, it's super racist.
Yeah. That's a good movie though.
It's like super, like we should watch it.
It's a good 80s movie.
Which movie?
Which means it's racist and has drugs. So, and also probably has rape somewhere in there.
Oh
So,
no, that's not the movie
80s.
I'm thinking about.
Oh, okay.
Another Chinatown. Is it?
I mean, like, maybe like the reason
era.
why,
Something
maybe the
Jackie
reason
Chan.
why like it could have been progressive is because they actually have Chinese people playing the Chinese characters.
Yeah.
But I mean, like,
No,
they give them ridiculous names.
There's like a
Liu Pang.
Egg Shen.
there's like an old movie, takes place in Chinatown, and then like it's about like telling the white guy that comes in to respect the culture and the difference between like Chinese and Chinese Americans and stuff like that. And it was just like,
Are you thinking of the Joy Luck Club?
no. It was like one of these movies. I'll figure it out.
Maybe Google can find it out.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Where's Dimples?
Yeah, she's always pretty good about this stuff.
They're not so fast, buddy. D, you ain't paid yet. Hey? Hey. I don't want to see you around here anymore. Beat it. Vous me connaissez, monsieur? Beat it. Bye, D.
Dang, everyone hates Napoleon.
That's a new TV show. Everyone hates Napoleon.
Or it's an old TV show that they
Is
have.
it narrated by Chris Rock?
Yes. But he's
That
doing
looks like
he's
Fountain
doing
Valley Bowling Center.
he's doing a French accent though.
I want to hear Chris Rock do a French accent.
Here is a treat to make our minor prehistoric
Cat food?
a bit more enjoyable. Thank you.
If that was from the future, couldn't they have built it better?
Oh no, it is Big Trouble in Little China.
Town? Or it's just Little China?
Is it Big Trouble in Little China? Yeah, Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like for that era, it's like crazy racist, but the themes in it is surprisingly.
There's a Chinese man who starts to explode, and he explodes onto the ceiling.
But that's like one thing. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying like.
I think we should watch it.
It's a
I think
good
that should
movie.
be put on a list. Yeah.
But it was just like telling the white like making sure that the white guy isn't the white savior, and like telling
Like,
him,
better check yourself, Kurt Russell, before you wreck yourself.
yeah, before you become a planet.
Is he? Oh.
And before you become a planet and give birth to Star-Lord.
Daft Punk song. Starboy. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na, Starboy.
Star-Lord.
San Dimas.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na, Starboy.
No 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 Starboy.
Say anyway.
Starboy.
Let's go find out.
Ooh.
See, some things never get old.
Yeah. That was a good joke they made in this movie.
Oh, and Ted, give my love to the princesses, who you'll see.
Gentlemen, Is everything all right?
Yeah. Except how come the number we dialed for San Dimas brought us here instead of to tomorrow, Rufus?
Because in San Dimas it is tomorrow, William. You have to dial one number higher.
Oh, yeah.
That makes no sense.
Party time. Excellent.
We got 10 hours left.
You got 2 hours.
Huh? Ted, you forgot to wind your watch again. And after you reminded yourself...
Why can't they just go back in time more and have more time?
Ted, don't forget to wind your...
When you go back in time, are you still aging?
Yes.
There was a like a game I played. The kid, he was like, it started off with him like eating dinner with his parents, and he was just like noticing that his dad was a lot older than his mom, or at least looked a lot older than his mom, and like you find out that he time travels and stuff like that, and it's because like when he's time traveling, he's still aged. So when he finally goes back to the time where he started time traveling, he's already like older.
Oh yeah, where he returns back to the point he leaves.
Yeah. And then lives life normally.
Yeah.
And then like his mom like makes a comment about him like, oh, like,
is that the one where it's the watch that stops time? The one where they slow the bumblebees down?
What?
Is it the one about water?
Yeah, that one. It was a pen. It was a pen. And that's all I remember. Was there a crime?
Abraham Lincoln.
Just Abraham Lincoln. She's so airheaded.
Mom, can you give us a ride?
Clock Stoppers. Is that not the one we're talking about?
No,
that movie. Oh. Not Clock Stoppers. It's a good movie. We should watch Clock Stoppers.
We should. It was filmed in the Orange Circle.
I know where that is.
Wait, why are they cleaning the house instead of learning?
Because he didn't do his chores.
But they gotta learn.
This is the San Dimas Mall, and this is where people of the...
I feel like this idea of like, oh, we'll get people from history to teach us about history is like a bigger waste of time than just, and not any easier than just, it's not any more interesting than just reading the book. I don't want to hear about the boring thing from the person.
But why read when you can live it?
But they're not. They're bringing them back to the present so they can tell them. None of it's a good idea.
The stratification of our society.
Oh, that's right. They're giving a speech, and they're gonna. Okay, it's
so they're gonna bring them there and be like, "This is our project, dude."
So, dudes, I didn't learn a thing. But anyways, here's a bunch of people that you won't believe are from there. You think they're actors, so it's not really that great.
Rather than beheaded. Still, while in her day, Marie Antoinette said, "Let them eat cake," perhaps today she would say, "Let them eat fast food."
Enjoy. Okay, look around, see what you think. We'll be back as soon as we find Napoleon, okay? Come on, dude, we don't got much time.
Yes, but what are we...
Ditch Napoleon? Deacon, do you realize you have stranded one of Europe's greatest leaders in San Dimas?
He was a dick.
Well, how are we gonna find him? Okay, wait. If we were one of the greatest generals in history, and we were stranded in San Dimas for one day, where would we go?
Where haven't they gone?
Waterloo.
That's funny because that's just...
That's not... That's a different...
Yeah, that's Raging Waters. The one and only thing San Dimas is known for.
Oh, is that where Raging Waters is?
Yeah.
Have you never been, or is it just like you've never been as an adult?
I've been to Raging Waters. I just never really actually knew where it was. Because I was a kid who couldn't drive the last time I went.
Well, that was the second part of my question. That
But it was funny because it's Waterloo.
Yeah, we got that.
When I was a kid, they're like, my parents were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go to Lake Paris." I'm like, "Wow, that's far. Like we're going all the way to Paris?"
Yeah, we're. Wow. Oh, I see.
Oh goodness.
Buddy, you're holding up the line.
What? How did he went there on his own? How would he know?
It's Waterloo.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Like in the movie? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's why they changed it to Waterloo.
Got it.
Oh yeah, that suit gets kind of revealing because it's cotton.
Well, I like how he went there. He's wearing the cap. Somehow he got in line, went up to the
Right.
top.
But he has no money.
He doesn't understand it. Yeah, he has no money, and then they push him down. He's, what is going on? I don't understand.
It makes me think that he became
all while not speaking English. He did all that while not speaking English.
Yeah, it makes me think that he became general accidentally. Like the same way as he's ended up accidentally. He's like, I don't what? No.
And he's cutting lines and moving kids. And
you're not supposed to go head first.
Yeah.
Maybe back
right.
in the 80s it was okay before things got all messed up.
Maybe he's the reason why.
When he's wet, you can see everything. It's kind of gross.
Well, he has something underneath it.
It's so gross.
Touching little children.
Wait,
Then carrying them.
He became Italian for a little bit.
I want these
or Indian.
Would it take away the music? What is what is this beef roll footage?
No. No.
At least he had fun.
Yeah.
Soft and flabby, when you can be firm, trim, when you can have a body that cries out.
I was gonna say, what an awful gym. There's a lot of people in there, but it's some weird mall gym? What's happening?
Jazz aerobics.
Who is that? She looks familiar.
She's budget Winona Ryder.
I was gonna say the same thing. I was like, I wasn't sure if that was Winona Ryder really young or no, she was an alien. So yeah, you're right. That makes no sense. Oh, Mozart he's just rolling in his grave.
What's funny is he was never this old. Didn't he die at 30 something?
He probably died
but
pretty young.
back then you aged
Yeah.
I want to know where Abraham Lincoln is.
In a theater or something. I don't think girls would be interested in those weirdos. If you're dressed like that at a mall, I don't think.
But that's what they're saying. They're like, what are these weirdos? Look at the way they're dressing.
They're cosplayers. Socrates.
Socrates. It's are these oldies, coming on to us?
Oh no!
You are such a key.
Way to go, egghead.
Oh.
KFC, why did you embarrass them?
Yeah, why'd you have to be sexist?
Oh, look.
There.
Pretty much everything he proposed was wrong too. So
he wasn't a psychologist, yeah.
Sucked at it.
But I mean, it was still just findings that he was talking about, more so philosophy than it is anything else.
I learned in Good Will Hunting that he did enough coke to kill a baby elephant. Dang.
I got a live one here.
He says that as like that happens all the time. He's like, oh yeah, we got another one with the baseball bats.
I'm Abraham. Yeah, right.
He probably feels at home in that store.
And this is where the Trans-Siberian Orchestra was created.
But, like,
she looks like a Barbie. Oh.
Like,
look, because she's leading the people.
She looks like the main kid from Stranger Things.
All the people from Stranger Things look like Winona Ryder. Like, there's something about them that looks
She's
like Winona
everyone's mom.
Ryder-ish. Yeah, she is, literally.
I don't understand how they are like confused and then they all of a sudden immediately adapt to their like modern society, like suddenly. Like,
Is that
not?
I don't know.
Is that not what Bill and Ted's like assignment was? To like basically say how people of the past have been. Because that's what the lady did with Marie Antoinette.
Maybe you could adapt to society in some ways, but you can't pick up a whole new like music genre. No, he can't. It can't happen.
They just think it's like a weird dream.
How does he know about rock and roll?
He probably, because they're geniuses.
He basically invented
like,
music.
Sound. This sounds good.
It's because they've been air guitaring all day long.
I don't think it would sound good to them though. I'm scared of future music from like 2180. It's probably not going to sound good to me at all, and I'm going to feel old because I don't understand it.
Remember that part in Back to the Future where he plays a Van Halen in that guy's ears, and he thinks it's like kind of like alien thing?
Yeah, it would sound so weird to someone.
Isn't this just Night at the Museum?
Kind of.
It is. I love that movie.
Now you've ruined two movies for me simultaneously.
Wait, so why are the cops coming after this guy?
Movie?
He didn't do anything.
This movie, and then the other one is Night at the Museum. You ruined both of them.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think they're both fun movies.
Back in the day, cars are weird. They're like so boxy. Boxy, Cleopatra.
It was a style back
That's what my car's name is.
Is it really?
Yeah, because it's a boxy car.
Aw, we have the
Oh,
same.
just like a little Bow Wow.
Bow Wow.
Yeah, we learned this last week.
Yep.
I like how this episode is equivalent of like filming two shows where we just change our t-shirts.
Oh yeah.
Oh no! Everyone changed their t-shirts.
Yeah, we can't wear the same shirt.
Yeah.
Otherwise, people would know.
Well, no, via this audio medium.
People like Chris and Painting and Dimples would know that it's the same day.
Ruining the illusion.
Yes, exactly. Whoa, what was... Oh.
Steve Holt.
Doyle rules.
Yeah.
I don't understand how bird leashes work.
Bird leashes?
Yeah.
Is that a thing that they
It's
exist?
like a harness, like on dogs. It goes around their chest.
Well, there's a harness and then there's the leash.
Yeah.
So the leash is probably the same, but like a bird harness.
Yeah, it's basically a harness because I don't think you can leash a bird, at least not safely.
Well, you have to leash the bird via the harness.
Yeah, exactly.
Thing.
What are we gonna do? Okay, Ted.
But I mean, I feel like if you're gonna have a bird, like unless it's like, you know, a hunting bird that you're gonna be constantly like having it like fly around and stuff, and if you're working with bigger birds, like if you're gonna have a bird, but you're gonna tease it and be like, I'll let you fly, but on my time, why even have the bird?
But it's like you take them out for walks and stuff.
I mean, you can clip their wings.
Yeah, but they still hop around.
True.
And then you lose track of them.
And they can kind of flap.
You shouldn't lose track of your birds, Tiffany.
Well, if they're tiny, and then you take them out, and then they're walking, and
then you walk away, and then you're like, uh-oh.
No, and then they get like stepped on and stuff.
Tiffany! Don't step on your bird!
Well, yeah, that's what the harness is for.
Can we get your dad's keys?
But if you're watching your bird, then you wouldn't step on it.
Someone took their bird on a hike at Griffith Observatory. I understand why they put them up.
Okay,
Makes sense to me.
Well, yeah, because you're not going to take your bird all the like. I thought you were saying like in your house, like when you just let your bird around and hop around.
No, I don't take a dog on a walk in my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you also would never own a dog. You'd be like, no, it's stupid.
Yeah, but I mean, like saying taking an animal on a walk.
Yeah,
not.
But you'd be taking your bird on a fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, Ted. Come on. Mom?
Yes.
So, Tiffany, you don't like dogs?
I mean, dogs are fine. I don't freak out about dogs. You know how, like, so there's some people, Tipples, who are like, oh, dogs.
They're like the nicest things ever.
I mean, yeah, but I don't have to point them out. They exist. Same thing with cats, though. I was like, it's a cat.
What? You don't like cats?
She's not saying she doesn't like them. She's just like, she's not going to freak out if she sees one walk. Like, if someone's walking a dog or walking a cat or flying a dog or flying a cat, she's not going to be like, oh my god, it's a cat or it's a puppy dog. Like, she's not going to be. But if she sees a bird or a rock, she's going to be like, oh my god, it's a rock. And by rock, I mean the Rock. Dwayne Johnson.
The one and only?
The one and only. The only rock that exists.
Well, how did he get the name Rock if there wasn't a rock to name him after?
Well, his papa is a rock, too. Rocky. Rocky Johnson.
That sounds like you have to go to the doctor and get like a penicillin shot or something.
Boy, I'm not joking. But you had to take it that way, as in Johnson. Son, you sit yourself down, you nasty.
It took a while to filter through, huh?
Yeah, because I ain't even on that level. You
Julia,
settle down.
Julia, I wasn't listening, but Julia, calm down. Calm down, Julia. I know sometimes kids might listen to this show.
So, there's something wrong with my face inside.
You're okay. Wait, hold on.
I think it's beautiful.
Stop.
There's nothing
There's
wrong
something
with your
wrong
face.
with your face inside.
Yeah. I've been stuffed up for a while.
Oh yeah, me too.
But I can't blow my nose or anything. But like there was like a moment at work where my nose was running, so I went to the bathroom and I was trying to blow my nose. Couldn't blow my nose, so I wiped my nose, and as soon as I wiped it, water came out of my eyes.
I've heard this
but
before.
like it flooded. Like I think I probably said it on stream, but it was like.
Wait, you set your eyes to stream?
Yeah, my eyes were streaming.
I mean, like, you probably have, like, mild sinusitis right now.
And, like, just right now, I left, so I missed Julia's excellent joke.
I didn't do it. That's the thing. That's why, like, obviously Jared wasn't listening either, but it wasn't me.
I said I wasn't listening when I obviously.
Yeah, I know you said you weren't listening. I was there for when you said it, so. But I
missed it, so I wouldn't know if it was or not. But, so I left, and because my nose, everything, my eyes, just my entire body, every hole in my face is just oozing.
Did you get microblading done?
Yeah, I've changed sleeves. That's a reference.
Oh, no.
Good
Yeah,
one.
you got a reference to a week ago. We remember a week ago perfectly.
Yeah.
I'm now.
I remember it like it happened 3 hours ago.
I know, right?
My problem is I have the sinus congestion for 2 weeks now, or 3 weeks now. You could hear it in my voice. But I blow my nose. But it's funny because then my nose it's like has like I don't know how to explain it. I blow my nose and then like the pressure is like.
Oh yeah.
As it normalizes, I'm like, what's happening to my face where it's making
your ears?
Yeah, it's making really weird noises. It's like as if something you inflated.
Like if you want it to go away quicker, like obviously antibiotics, right? Because sometimes those can last for like months.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm not ready for that because I'm like choking on the phlegm. It's the worst.
What, Tiffany?
Why hasn't Jared gone to the doctor?
Because I'm lazy. It's difficult. It should just be like you have a card and you walk into the doctor store and they say, "Can I see your doctor card?" And you show it to them, and then they show you to a person, and that person looks at your face. I don't. It's why health insurance is such a
that not
racket.
how it?
Nope. You have to call your insurance company and go to the specific doctor store and see a person.
Take off time from work.
Yeah, I just want to go into a place.
There is an app.
Yeah, I should. I realized like a day after when I was already starting feeling better, I should have done the teledoctor. It cost me $15. I could have done a voice chat, video chat.
My old job. I worked.
Wait, where you just tell them what's wrong with you and then they prescribe you something?
It's just WebMD that.
It's a video chat.
That's horrible.
It's a video chat, and they could prescribe like some
That's
things.
ridiculous.
It's awesome.
No, that's
You have
ridiculous.
to see you in person.
That is stupid. That is hands down. I'm sorry, but I don't. That's ridiculous.
The app the one that I was working with, it's like on call. Like you can, it's basically like Uber, and they'll come to your house.
This sounds expensive as
so
hell.
like old fashioned doctors,
No, it was like
where they like
cheap.
come to your house.
Who
Like
are these doctors that are willing to work for
seeing you in
cheap?
person.
Well, it may not be that they're working for cheap, but like insurance. But I don't know how if the insurance like. I doubt my insurance. I feel like my insurance wouldn't cover that though.
Because like in the end, it's the medication that usually costs like a shit ton more. Like copay for like a doctor's visit is still expensive, but like hands down, how much money it costs to like buy the meds is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. I have a really crappy plan where like for anything, if I go into a doctor, it's $300 copay for anything. If I want to see a doctor, like $300 for a visit.
But what's your what is the cap though per year?
You mean the whatchamacallit?
The deductible? I think is that what it is.
I think it's like 5 or 10,000, something like that.
Oh,
but it's like the cheapest plan they had available.
Yeah,
like
that sounds like a pretty crappy plan.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad. Mine is partially covered by my work, so my copay's not at all. So I just like call up the place, I get a card, and then I keep the card, and then anytime I say yo, and then they're like, hey, what's up? And I was like, I'm back, please cure me. And they're like, cool. And then we talk and we chat and we have a laugh, and then they're like, buy these drugs, and I was like, okay, thanks for the drugs.
And then they're like, we'll see you back in another week, you pestilence-ridden fool.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, my home away from home, you know?
Right? They're like, we guess this will like help maybe with the situation.
Do you just have like a standing order where like Tiffany's
they're like, hey, it's Tiffany. You want the usual?
Am I like a regular? Yeah.
It's Tiffany Tuesdays.
They're like, hey, 10 pills of 200 milligram penicillin coming up, Tiffany. Would you like some amoxicillin on the side? 500 grams. We got it.
Why does Tiffany need so much of the stuff? What is she doing?
She's sick all the time, and she's relying on all the antibiotics are just making it.
But here's the thing, though.
You don't use antibiotics
but I'm sick.
For all the bacterial infections.
I'm inconveniently sick, though. That's the thing.
Hey, why'd you say ew?
Because
wait, what do you mean?
Penicillin and amoxicillin for things you would want.
I'm telling my story now.
Well, no one cares.
I'm inconveniently sick. Like I told you, Tiffany, on like the weekends. But you're always better by the weekend. Like it happened 3 times now that we both gotten like sick. But then I'm the one that's
I'm also sick for like 5 months.
Yeah, but it was
so like what's the better trade-off?
I don't know. I'm sad of missing out on things.
I mean, you can be like me and go anyways.
You don't go at your peak sickness, do you?
Well, depending on what it is.
Oh, I don't know.
Cause like when I had my wisdom teeth pulled out, I had Korean barbecue the next day.
That's a little bit different though. But yeah, I guess I see that. It's just like not going to Disneyland was the right choice because I felt like that would have made me sick for an additional like 2 days.
Like I needed to go to the fabric district with Sarah, or otherwise I would never go up there on my own. And then like I was dying and it was cold, and I was like, there's like a lot of walking, and I had to carry stuff. But I feel like it, like in my hearts of hearts, that makes me better. Like working through it will make me better.
Maybe like from a character perspective, but not from a health perspective.
Yeah, if you have like the flu, you just gotta rest.
Yeah.
I dig holes because it builds character. Oh, why isn't that on the list?
Because it's an actually good movie.
But we also watched Step Brothers.
Yeah.
It's like a derpy movie, though.
Yeah, that's like a comedy, and it's made to be like silly stupid.
But it's gonna be funny to see young Shia.
Before he got weird.
Yeah.
He was always weird. I think even Stevens, he obviously got that role weird.
Excellent adventure.
It's a good movie.
Conceived by our new friends. Bill.
I have too many liquids in my body. How do you get rid of it?
That's
get rid of the blood, get rid of the saliva, get rid of all the white plasma.
You are like 80% water or whatever. It's pretty hard to get rid of that. Go in a sauna. Ooh, sauna sounds nice.
I feel like I'm like 70% kiss and then 10% water.
Well, that explains a lot.
I'm a sticky boy.
Ew.
This generation of the internet is like so good because I've recently been saying a lot of my favorite thing right now is thanks, I hate it.
Yeah. So give me an example of that.
Like someone sends you like a picture of like just like a really disturbing picture or something.
Oh yeah.
And then you're like, thanks, I hate it.
Like, wow, awesome effects, dude.
Excellent. I like how everyone has like these curly bangs.
That was the style.
But not curly bangs, like curly on top of bangs.
I like how instead of lighters, now it's cell phones.
Yeah. It's not even like the cell phone like face light, it's like the flash. Or the light on your phone. Esquire. Duke of Ted. I would be the Marquis of Tiffany. Yeah, you like that? You like that?
The Marquis of Tiffany. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh no, I already had my rating and then I was.
Oh no, yeah. I always forget about thinking about the ratings.
No, I had it and then I forgot.
Oh, you should have wrote it down. Does that mean you're revealing the junk?
Yeah.
Well, of course, because I made a noise last week. Of course, I have to reveal.
Yeah, just making sure.
Silly. Where were you a week ago?
Did you forget? It's been a week. Did you forget, Tiffany? It's been a while.
I know sometimes it's hard to remember things that happen. Yeah.
I was in a phone booth and I traveled a week ahead, and so it felt weird.
Man, I'm so sad. I forgot my rating?
You know what was crazy? When me and Julia went to go see Project Almanac in theater,
I was just thinking about that.
Are these the medieval babes?
Oh, did they time travel too? How weird.
I like how no one's mentioned that's George Carlin.
I don't know who that is. Are you sure? Are you sure it's not your...
You're doing that thing you're doing again.
No, it is George Carlin.
Who's that?
The comedian who did the that famous skit about like the 7 words you can't say on TV or something.
What?
Yeah, it was like this famous bit about like the swear words you can't say on TV.
Super famous, because everyone seems to know it, right? What's this guy's name again?
George Carlin.
By signing this for my kids. Why? They're big fans of yours. What? Everyone is. Wild Stallion's music has become the foundation of our whole society.
But anyways,
hologram.
The Project Almanac, when we went to go see it in theaters, our ticket had a different... Was it a date and time or different time or something like that? But it was valid for the time we actually went to go see it.
It was like super, super trippy because it
it didn't exist. That time slot didn't exist.
Yeah, and we were like, whoa, like going back.
Yeah.
Shit. Like it was,
I just got this message from my friend. Everyone should kiss.
Their music ends war and poverty.
Called an orgy.
Allowing meaningful contact with all forms of life. From
all through their music.
And not a creature was stirring.
Not even a totally righteous mouse.
This movie is weird.
Excellent.
This is a weird movie.
All movies back then ended with like a weird PSA, right?
Yeah.
I like how the medieval babes got like modernized instantly.
Yeah.
Did they know?
Do they know what that they're going to
Those
be
guitars?
Yeah, like is this a decision that they're?
It has no tuners.
Yeah, how do you tune it?
Thanks, Rufus. Now I just have one.
Do you think Keanu Reeves watches this from time to time?
Yeah.
Just every once in a while, he just puts it in his DVD player and he just watches it.
I think he would. I think
Does he have
would.
kids?
Did I tell you guys? I remember talking about my Keanu Reeves dream on something, but I don't know if I said it here. But basically, a bunch of us, friends and family, went to go to Keanu Reeves' house because I was friends with him for some reason. And he had like a big old mansion, and we played tennis, and we watched a movie in his theater. And he was just like a really nice guy.
Well, that's nice. And when you got to this mansion, since you're friends with him, did you have to knock, or did you just walk in?
The fence was open. He like already knew we were coming, and then so we just like parked in his driveway and then walked to the back, and he was already in his tennis shorts.
How long ago?
So you
was
didn't have to knock.
How long ago was this dream?
Yeah.
Like a while ago, maybe like a couple months, like 2 months ago.
Was it like his John Wick mansion?
Alright.
I don't know, it was big, but like he was like really nice, and then I think I remember asking him about or like I didn't want to ask him or something. No, we were asking him about John Wick. Yeah, you know. He was just like really nice. So I just pictured that mansion, that theater. He is watching this movie alone. I'm just going, yeah, that's a thing.
So sad. Thought we were gonna do the thing where we just name movie titles, and it's fine.
Matrix.
Anyways, I was gonna say, 10 out of. Oh, are we not doing? Are you doing Julie's junk first? I never know. Is there an order? Do we even care?
There is an order. You can go ahead and do your housekeeping, and then we do the ratings and do Julie's junk.
We did a little backwards last week.
I need
That's
to think
okay.
about the rating.
No, we didn't.
We did the housekeeping at the very end. Anyways,
3 hours ago, we did the housekeeping.
You're gonna ruin the illusion.
Yeah, you can use hashtag BufferBuddies, hashtag BBEP41 on Twitter. Let us know what you guys think of this episode, or favorite quotes or whatever, or give us your ratings. You can also find more information and as well as the link to our Discord and the place to suggest and vote for movies on our website, bufferbuddies.com. Go there, check it out. You can also find all the episodes there as well, but we're also on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play Music, Stitcher, pretty much everything you can find your podcasts on. We listen to, or at least I do, I use Pocket Cast to listen to podcasts on. You can find us on
2 times speed.
Yeah, what? Oh yeah, and 2 times speed. Yeah, for this show, and all that. So you guys can find us wherever you want. Twitter, Facebook for the events. And all that stuff. So yeah, tweet us, or we also have an Instagram where we post like the ratings and whatnot. Julia does all that, and Monk Turner for the theme song.
Ting
right.
ding.
All right, that's good, right?
That's pretty good. Do the ratings? Do the ratings?
All right.
I give this movie 10 out of 10 Dancing Joan of Arcadia.
I give it 10 out of 10 phone booth porta potties.
I give it 10 out of 10 Rocky Johnson penicillin shots. I give it,
actually, hold on, I wrote 10 out of 10 out of habit. That's not right. Okay, Julie's dead. This episode is in memory.
I hate you, John. I hate you.
I had to do it.
The best part is Jared and Tiffany weren't listening to that, but so they still don't understand.
I don't. No, like it's very big. Anyways, 7 out of 10 adventures.
Yeah, you weren't there, but Jared just was doing something else.
Yeah.
I'm looking at cat videos.
Actually, painting has
just 7 out of 10 adventures.
7 out of 10 adventures. No, let me change it. Let me change it.
Try.
I can try.
Like,
it's like 10 out of 10 stepbrother.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. I did not pay attention to this movie because I have seen it before. Let me jump around real fast.
So then you should know.
I know, but I also don't remember it.
Medieval babes.
Yeah. Crap, I had something from one of these.
Socrates and Billy the Kid playing catch because that was adorable.
KFC, Sexist KFC.
Yeah. I was gonna say something about
Call me Siggy.
Freud corn dogs.
Yeah, what was that? What was that? Him having a corn dog? Why was that?
Herbs and spices.
Why wouldn't you get a corn dog?
But it's like no, but I mean, it's so on the nose because it's Freud.
He could have been like to those girls, like, "Oh, let me show you my 11 herbs and spices."
Oh man, this is okay, got it.
All right, here we go.
What's his name? What's his
Waterloo?
Yeah,
Napoleon?
That guy, the Napoleon. 7 out of 10. Napoleon's going down water slides
with revealing suits,
touching kids.
It wasn't even revealing. He had things underneath it.
It's the concept of that you're seeing through clothes. It didn't matter what was underneath it. It's like, oh, I'm seeing underneath it.
Yeah,
he could have had a full suit of armor under there.
We would have known.
Died.
I like how he was like spinning on the slides when he's going down, like so bad.
Because he got good at it. He got pro.
They'd like kick you out for that.
Yeah, but he's Napoleon. What are they gonna do?
Did you see that Always Sunny in Philadelphia where Frank goes down like this big slide, but there was no water, so when he gets
oh yeah,
he's all like bloody.
Yeah,
it's pretty great. All right,
let me pitch you this idea real quick. Napoleon.
Ooh, ew, no. No. What if Napoleon went into bodybuilding instead of Terry? Napoleon.
Well, he had bulges, but in the wrong place.
I think if they didn't return them to like their time, that's the next phase. After he ate all that ice cream and got all fat, and then he went to the water. He's like, I gotta work out and impress these girls at the water park, and he would go and get swollen.
Swolly. Whoa.
What? Wally?
Period. Napoleon.
Okay.
Napoleon.
Now it will sound weird as a weird cut.
No, it's fine. It's fine. 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week, 3 days.
All right, guys, are you ready for a sound reveal that you will never be expecting?
Show me.
All right. I hope this sounds the same. Ready? This is the sound from last week, taken directly from my phone.
This is what Julia is acting. What did you say? Like,
stop it! People need to hear the noise.
Yeah.
Swap meet version of John Wick.
I think this is right?
Swap meet.
Wait, what did you say?
Wow, that sounds exactly like last week's.
Oh. Budget John Wick.
I like swap meet better though. It's almost worse.
Well,
all right.
I hate how swap meets aren't like old stuff anymore. It's just like new things.
Yeah, it's people trying to sell their iPhone cases.
All right, when is a swap meet not a pop-up?
Right?
Just call it like pop-up shot thing. What is it?
So,
I don't know what that is.
Sound.
Guess who?
No.
Oh.
Someone's late.
Wow.
A little bit.
Wow.
Yeah, a wild lava appeared.
We're doing our Julia's reveal.
Here, do you wanna guess the noise? That's a noise from last week. Ready?
I would love to. Oh, you're eating a stale Dorito.
What flavor?
Cool Ranch.
This is funny for us though because of things.
Because of reasons. Complicated reasons.
So, Fava Lava says, I'm eating a stale Cool Ranch Dorito chip. Tiffany said the sound of Karate Master Julia karate chopping karate bones of the karate enemies in her apartment complex. And then
my guess
that was prior to me. Stop it! It was prior to me hiding their karate bodies under my karate bed. And then Jared said fresh celery bought at 11 a.m. And then John Swartzwelder said original Lay's potato chips, which is also a carbohydrate being chewed. Wow, it's like I've never said those things before. Ever. All right, what's your new?
What?
You can speak now, lava.
My new. What?
Your new.
What's your guess?
I'm gonna have to go with the stale hot Cheeto then.
Oh, a stale hot Cheeto. Okay, color got a little
puff or
fools, you all. Oh,
crunchy.
3D.
Crunchy.
Tiffany had it. It's a puff.
3D.
Okay,
3D. Yeah,
puff.
the 3D Doritos.
Puff. It was a crunchy pickled plum.
You know,
pickled what?
Yeah, I know, right? You guys weren't expecting that.
I've never had that before.
I don't know what that is.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm. You betcha.
Is it dry or wet?
If it was something, it might be a little bit moist. Yeah. It's as if I've never eaten one today. I'm so excited to be eating this for the first time today.
She said as like it's all over her face and it's coming out of her mouth for like
this
thousands and thousands.
Wrong. Yeah. Not red lipstick. This is actually just my lips died because I...
your sleeve. Lift up your sleeve. Like give it up. Like.
Oh, my muscles?
Yeah, no, because on that, she has scars for every plum that she ate.
Oh my god.
The death of every plum is carved onto her body.
I want Julia to do
microblading.
A Julia's junk, but with the new ladies Doritos. I think that will go over well.
Oh, yeah.
The new Lay's Doritos?
No, she probably doesn't know.
Explain, Jared.
Yeah.
The Doritos thought it was a good idea to release a ladies version of Doritos because for some reason ladies don't like crunching or getting dust on their fingers or...
I'm sorry, but how are those not the best parts about Doritos?
Yeah.
You know, that's a question you can
what the actual fuck? That's when like Bic pens came out with the ladies only, like they're colored purple and pink.
No, that's exactly it. Well, there's the thing. That's the one. One, first of all, I don't understand the technology behind these chips. Where it's like, how do you not have crunch?
Doritos.
And then two, I love the tweet. Like, what women ask for? They're like equality, equal pay, all this stuff. What we didn't ask for, ladies Doritos. Like it's so funny. Like it's oh man.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, like when you eat Doritos, you eat them, and then you get your dog to lick your fingers clean.
Wait, no.
No, you do not. You shut your dirty mouth.
And then
your dirty fingers, and
you do that after every single chip too. You take a chip and then you dog, chip and then dog, and then
no, I am not drunk enough for this.
You get them clean. You get your fingers clean between each chip that way. It's
because then when you pick up the next chip, it like sticks to your fingers.
Yeah, but that's why you have the dog there. That's what the dog is for.
Your mouth is cleaner than your mouth.
Guys, I killed a hamster with a Dorito once on accident.
No, did you stab it in the throat?
Oh my god. No, I was like...
Baba Lava, you're no longer allowed to show up late at the very end of an episode anymore.
Baba Lava, more like hamster murder.
Yeah, Baba Lava, hamster murderer. Get out of here. This is what you're known for.
He took it from me. He actually forced it from my hand.
So you're saying he committed
victim blaming.
Dorito
suicide by cop? No.
Yeah.
He substituted with a Dorito.
Baba Lava, you knock this nonsense off right now. All right, you guys. Now we're running out of time. This is going to be the next sound. All right, are you ready?
Ready.
Wait, can you hear that?
Yeah.
I don't want to guess.
Wait, do it again.
Wow, Jared.
Okay, wait.
What?
Was that hearable?
Oh, I know what it is.
It was a little bit soft.
Barely.
Do it again.
Do it like a couple of times in a row.
Oh my gosh! You know what? Hold on.
Hold on. She has to close the lid.
No. I have to pull up my pants. Hold on.
Oh yikes!
It has a lid.
Oh, she's pouring it in. It's her wine, probably.
But she drank it all.
Oh yeah.
Well, now she did. She'll have to.
Should I do a different noise?
No. We need to guess this one, and we need to. If we guess it right, you have to mail it.
Oh yeah. I hope you guys You know, hashtag service pit, hashtag Julia's joke.
Okay, can I guess?
Yes.
Julia. Because you're from Japan, I think. I think what it is, the sound.
I think this isn't going to be racist at all.
It's a sound of liquid. You know why? Because you're standing at the edge of the Pacific Ocean and you are fishing.
Wrong. I'm not near the Pacific Ocean. Wrong side of Japan.
The Pacific Ocean. This is my guess and not yours. standing with your toes in the sand next to a man who's teaching you how to catch fish for sushi using your bare hands.
I thought you were gonna say I was peeing into the ocean.
That too. Yeah. I mean, you know, you could.
That's how you draw the fish to come to you, right? Because of the debris that comes out through your urine.
Yes. Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Is that a thing?
I mean, that's what you need a Rocky Johnson penicillin for. Am I
right? Tiffany, if I can add, I thought she was hunting with a samurai sword.
This sounds like the dumbest way to hunt.
What if you're hunting man?
It's stupid. Wait, that sounds like some like
my guess.
That sounds like some hillbilly white guy thinking I'm gonna go hunt some deer with my samurai sword, and he tries, and then the next thing you know, it's like this just in: man was impaled by a deer.
Amen, brother.
Good lord. Okay, so Tiffany, are you writing these down? Because I can't remember any of these.
All right,
so,
my guess
wait, is the samurai sword? Is that Flava Lava's guess?
Yeah, just copy and paste yours and add a sword.
Okay.
Okay, my guess is you're pouring out some green tea because it's Japan.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's the only tea that they have there too.
Yeah.
Each country is assigned a tea, and then you have to go to each one to collect them all.
And then America's not assigned a tea because we were given a tea, but we just threw it all into the Boston.
Yeah, we're like, we don't want this.
So we lost our tea privileges. And
that's
we got coffee.
And that's why we have coffee, yes.
Yeah. But we get our coffee from other countries. We go, it's for us, but we're going to take it from your country. So. All right, so Baba Lava had a guess.
I had a guess.
Tiffany had a guess. John Schwarzenegger had a guess.
The Schwartz is strong in this one.
It's
very gassy boy.
What is it called? Hold on.
Okay, I'll give you time. I wish we had a silent member.
It's a bidet. It's a bidet. Somehow.
Ew.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's my guess.
No, they don't have bidets in Japan. They have like the fancy toilets.
Yeah, they have bidets
that have the bidet attached to it.
No, but a bidet is like a single thing.
So you think, Jared, that it's the bidet. It's the bidet function, not the butt cleaning function, like the asshole cleaning function.
Okay.
You're specifically saying it sounds like a bidet hitting a vagina, not a jet of water hitting a butthole.
Well, I have to delete this whole episode now.
But are you guys talking
you said
about
bidet? You asked for this.
I didn't.
That's like a medical term, anyways.
Yeah. I like to think that I grabbed my computer and Magic Mike, and I ran to the bathroom and then just sat down and turned on the bidet and was like,
no, I think you're just hitting the button next to it. Yeah, it's just going all over the floor.
It's going all over. No, it won't work. It won't work. No, because it has a sensor.
It has a weight sensor.
It's not dumb. No,
we're talking a lot. We're talking a lot about bidets, but what about bidet tomorrow?
What about bidet yesterday?
Seize the bidet.
I want to make a point that
Carpe BIDET-YUM.
That's the name of this. That's the subtitle. Carpe BIDET-YUM.
We've done it.
That's good.
Crack the code.
I want to know. So, Painting All Night said, "Shake my head. What is wrong with you people?" What do you mean by you people?
That's not what SMH stands for. Suck my head.
Jared!
Wow. And you're saying
Jared, everyone thinks I'm bad. Jared, you
just your face. You're like your face head though. That's why.
Jared, you can't know because Jared, no, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. You're in trouble, Jared.
Wow.
This is why
I just imagine from The Simpsons when they had Stampy and Stampy ate Bart, Homer, and Lisa all at the same time. It's like that.
What is happening?
Thanks so are you listening. Like Stampy?
That's buddy. I'm Julia from Japan.
Get your sexy on.
What? I'm Jared.
Make sure you have it on before you leave.
This is John Schwartzwelder.
I'm Tiffany Bobiffany. Banana Santa.
Are we going around twice? Okay, I guess.
I'm late to the party. I'm Fava Lava.
Okay.
Classic Fava Lava.
Stop.
Because lava's so slow.
Stop.
Can't get places fast enough.
Stop the recording.
It's classic, and it's also slow.
Body.